Hi, Mike Bowe, your tech teaching teacher friend here, and today I'd like to show you how I set up a class survey on Google Forms and export it to Google Spreadsheet, and then I turn that into a piece of word art called a word cloud so that everyone can see the results of a class survey. Let me show you how I do this. First thing I do is I open up a browser. In this case I'll be using Firefox today. And then I go to my Google Drive, drive.google.com. I'm already signed in, so I can get right to create. You want to create a form. Form is another way of saying you're creating a questionnaire. So give it a title. Why we love Rio. If you're really artistic, you might even give it a nice background theme. And now we're ready to go. Okay, so that's all set. I hit return. Nothing happens. So I'll get rid of that. And I notice that it's not been saved. So what I'll do is I'll try that one more time. I'm going to give this a new name, Why We Love Rio. Okay, that's the name of the form. The question is going to be called Words for Rio, and I'll help by saying put 5 words that describe why Rio is great in the box below. Now you don't want multiple choice because you want them to be able to write, so you put text. Okay, and they'll be able to write in this box. I'd require it. And now we come to the point of how do students access this form. I put send form, and there are 2 ways they can do it. You can enter email addresses for your kids, but I don't recommend that because then the kids need to open up Gmail or their mail program, find the link, click on the link. Instead, let's just give them the link. Okay, press Command C to copy, so Command C. And before I embed it, which means before I copy and paste it somewhere, I am going to shorten it. Let me show you one of my favorite websites called tinyurl.com. That's where you take a long URL and you can change it to something easier to remember. So let me put here, wrong box, let me put Great Rio. So all I need to do to tell my students now is go to tinyurl.com/greatrio. Okay, so they're going to make that for me. And that's easier to remember, isn't it? I'm going to copy and paste that. And now I'll go to Edmodo, and I will create this as a link. Okay, got to make sure I choose a class first, so I'll choose literature. And I'll put the assignment in, click on this link and write in 5 words that describe, not much of a typer, am I? Why Rio is great. And I put the link down there. Tiny little link. You can write this on the board if you'd like. Everyone can find it. Okay, so I'm done with that. I'm going to post that. And now any student who opens up the Literature Edmodo page can click on that link. And let's hope that the survey comes up. There it is. Okay, so then we're going to put in our 5 keywords. So I'm going to call it beach, sun, jungle, green, and juice. I'll submit it. To make the Wordle work, you have to have quite a few responses to really make it work. Then it looks best. So let's pretend I'm another student, and I'll copy some of the words. Beach, people, friendly, funny, and sand. Okay, I'll pretend I'm someone else and I'll put down mountains, surfing, beach, sand, and sun. And pretend I'm student number 4. Happy, coffee, sun, beach, and people. Okay, so I'll pretend that 4 responses have been made. So I go back to my original form. Don't need that anymore. And if you notice, this has gone up to 4 responses. View responses means take me to the spreadsheet showing all the answers. This is the spreadsheet icon in Google Tools Suite. So I click on that, and here are my words. What you want to do now is copy those words, Command C, and you want to go to a website called Wordle.net. Okay, Wordle.net creates these word pictures. And you want to create one. So I'm going to paste in, Command V is my paste on a Mac. There are my words. And what it's going to do is create a picture out of those words. It does take a little while. In the meantime, I can tell you there is another website called Tuxedo that you can use. Works just as well. But I like Wordle best. So, here we have our response. Can you guess which word most people responded to? Beach. Second, sun. Third, sand. The size of the word indicates how many people, or which word has the most people responding to it. One thing you can't do is you can't save this Wordle. So what I might do is I might write the words down. Let's say it was terms for a quiz. Or you can do on a Mac Command Shift 4, which is create a screenshot. So I might just do a screenshot of these words. There. Now here's a button I don't know of, Save to Public Gallery, viewable by the whole internet. All right, well, let's try it anyways. We'll call it Why We Love Rio. Username anonymous. Okay. So you can delete it if you don't want the whole world to see it, but then you can see it again. And this link here will actually save it for you, and then you can, let's just copy that. You can show the results somewhere else. Okay. And there's ours, Why We Love Rio. And there it is at the bottom. All right, so I hope you've enjoyed this. I enjoyed making it for you. Good luck making your own Wordles, and please come and see me if you have any questions. Room 736 or mbo@earj.com.br.